Hello, this is Geoff with In-Depth Studies. Today we're looking at Genesis chapter 17, verse 12. This is in the context of the Abrahamic covenant and the giving of circumcision. Verse 12 says this, "For the generations to come," God is talking to Abraham, "every male among you who is 8 days old must be circumcised, including those born in your household or bought with money from a foreigner, those who are not your offspring." So every male 8 days and older in your household, and Abram had a huge household from infants to great-grandparents, all the males had to be circumcised. Now, the circumcision is a sign of the Abrahamic covenant, and the Abrahamic covenant embraces both the Old and the New Covenant picture fulfillment, because the Abrahamic covenant, it tells us that God is going to have a people, take them into his land. And first, he's going to illustrate it through a physical people, Israel, where the only requirement for being circumcised is that you are born into an Israelite family. Whereas in the new covenant, the spiritual Israel, the real people of God, in order to have the entrance ceremony, water baptism, you have to give evidence of being circumcised in your heart. You have to be a believer. You have to profess to embrace Jesus as Savior and Lord. So picture fulfillment. For Abraham, his circumcision, according to Romans 4, was a sign and seal of the righteousness that he had by faith. It was a sign of his faith. But when he was told to give it to all the males in his household, it was not a sign of their faith, because belief was not a requirement for getting the sign, just that they belonged to Abraham's household. So this is, an illustration of circumcision, physical circumcision for the picture of the people of God, spiritual circumcision for the real people of God. Old covenant, new covenant. Thanks so much. And if you want to check out more of Geoff's thoughts, go to youtube.com, and there you can subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.